what's up YouTube? Back at it again. Another video.
So we gotta talk about recently you did
Hey Google. Pause.
culture and music, and you also were very candid.
Our Respectz number second, you already know.
And that is necessary for you.
Man, look at this. Look at this dude.
It's very
I
obvious.
ain't trying to be rude, but still.
Black culture, and I'm benefiting financially off it. So I feel like if you're a white person financially benefiting off of black culture, you have to put finances back into black culture. Just that simple. The screenshots with your feelings, it just comes off like fake empathy, because it comes off very dismissive and very oh, that sucks for y'all. But anyway, back to what I was doing.
Have you felt that way always, or is it now because of the time where we are as a country?
I've always had the feeling. I think now it's just obviously elevated. It's a new level.
Dang.
It's to the point now where you can't. First of all, you can't not say anything. Second of all, though, I just think saying something isn't enough anymore.
Get out of here, dog.
If you have
Damn.
the ability to put money back into a culture that you're financially benefiting from, have the ability to, you should.
It's interesting that you talk about it in that way, because some people do believe that silence.
Hey Google. Play Russ.
Especially if you're white and you're people just feel as if they can't talk about it. They feel as if they don't have privilege with voice or words. How do you find yourself right now?
Of course, I play something that ain't even him. I like this song though.
Well, first of all, picking and choosing whether you want to side or not, that's a privilege in itself. But no, I mean, I try to just do my best to listen to the black people around me and the educated black people in my life. So I do my best to not act like I have all the answers for everything, especially in a culture that I'm not from. But that's why when we decided to raise the money for Black Lives Matter organization, when we raised $500,000, we got on the phone with someone who started Black Lives Matter. Got on the phone to talk on my face and make sure the money
Outside. You need outside? Outside.
It's just about listening. That's all.
Alright, hold on, baby girl.
Let's talk about that because the way I think of activism for me.
It's only 5:30 in the morning, Dora. Hold on. Dang.
That's great. But what about being an activist in the way that you have what inspired you? What did it look like to raise money for Black Lives Matter? What did you do? What was everything that you did and how you find yourself in this moment?
So for me, it was 3 years ago. I had like a string of festivals, and I decided I was going to wear T-shirts with the message on them because I figured, what better time to use it?
Hey Google.
In front of
Pause.
a bunch of people. So one of the T-shirts I wore was, if you want to change the system, speak up, white silence, pro racism, the whole thing. And it didn't really it kind of got swept under the rug back then. But when all this stuff started happening again, it's been happening, police brutality against innocent black people.
Man, would that Wonker Giant 960 thing get off my screen, bro? That's annoying.
I got a good amount of people that I can definitely mobilize.
That thing says failed to send invite. Wonker Giant 960 is not accepting friend request. Okay, I get that. Now get off my screen. Like, dang. Bugging the crap out of me. Oh, you're okay. You're okay, little man. You're okay, little buddy.
Almost so much great music and things that speak to our culture right now.
Okay,
and we
man.
are really getting our word out, especially with this platform.
Ooh, you scared me, dog. Chill on that. Chill. Yo, chill on that. Dang.
Yeah, so full transparency, I had never heard of it. Ever. And I was one of those people who was like,
my bad. I dropped my controller, so and I caught it. Got those fast reflexes. Pull up on me, get dope punched.
I think that it's got to, now this
My
is
bad, I
a
shouldn't be talking
this is a
like
bit of
that
an
on
it's got to
here
a breaking point
while we watching this at least.
It's been past the breaking point for black people. I think that as a
It's
whole,
5:30 in the morning, though.
young
Dang.
people need to get out.
At least for me.
We're the ones
Yo, Redful,
that
yeah, thanks,
never
dog.
show
Move,
up.
like,
You know what
dang.
I mean? We never show up to vote.
Shoot.
But, you know,
People
we're
be
the people,
tripping.
so it's like, look, we got to
Like,
go
for
out there
real,
and vote,
YouTube,
and then whatever
I ain't
happens,
even
happens.
capping. Like, hi, hold on.
You got to do your part.
You're very candid in saying that you just decided to vote, and I think there's a beautiful irony in the fact that you have your fans saying, "Because of you, I'm voting."
Right.
And there's something beautiful about that. But I want to know why now for you. Why in this moment is it important for you to vote? And what hit your spirit to say, yes, this is the time to do it?
Honestly, because I think that George Floyd really uh, woke up a lot of people who, including myself, who I was vocal and outspoken about racism. I put it in my lyrics. I put it on T-shirts. I would talk about it in interviews. Like, you know, I was vocal about it. But that video in that moment, I think me along with a lot of other people just kind of was like
YouTube on back. Y'all probably didn't even know what was going on. Probably didn't even care.
raising money, whether it's voting or all the above. Like we got to do something, you know. And I'm ashamed that it took that for me to be like, I need to raise money and I need to vote. You know, it's a shame, and I don't know. It just, I guess it snapped a bunch of people out of it. You know, and even if you were vocal and whatnot, it's time to actually put your money where your mouth is. It's time to go vote. You know, it's time to just stop talking about it. You know, and it's been time for that, but. Like I said, I'm ashamed that it took me this long to actually really be about it.
True.
I'm here now.
So, Ras, we all know that this is going to be your first time voting. Tell me what that experience is going to be like for you in terms of what you're excited about.
I think, you know what it's going to do for me? It's going to let me know that I'm contributing to something bigger than myself, and I'm actually putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm being about it.
True that.
You know, for so long, and I know I'm not alone with this, but, you know, standing on the outside and screaming about this and that, and this should change. And
For real.
it's like, all right, but did you vote?
True.
You know? And so I'm, you know, I know it's gonna feel good to know that I played a small role, you know, and that's the problem. I think the mentality of like my vote doesn't matter needs to be changed to my vote, albeit small, does matter. It's a role I'm playing. If I play my part, you play your part, and he and she plays their part, then we make a difference. But you know, it'll feel. I have a feeling it's gonna feel very, very bigger than me. And I think when you realize that giving actually feels better.
Look at this fool gliding and junk. Dog, stop.
Voting is an easy way to get.
I want to do that. That seems fun though, for real. No lie. I ain't trying to make rule, but still, dang, dog.
Philanthropist, artist, community activist, first time voter. We appreciate you.
Yes. Thank
I'm
you.
finna go clear up here, my guy. We still watching it though. Woo.
So cities like Atlanta and Chicago have discussion.
We're gonna watch it up close. I ain't even playing. Hold on. Oh wait, we're gonna watch it backwards. Whoa. We the people. That's right, we will.
We can change where we are in this country currently. I'd like to welcome in Chicago Cubs right now, Jason Hayward. I appreciate you. I brought in Atlanta.
Damn it, I fell.
Chicago because
I mean,
know
dang it, I
you
fell.
in the metropolitan
Front row seats, dog.
Atlanta,
Nah, that
specifically
sucks.
we've done.
You want back row seats, especially in the movie theater in real life. You want back row seats. You can see everything. People ain't in your way. You can do whatever you want. For real.
Let's look at the past month and a half, if you will.
Put these back row seats like everybody else. Look, you already know what's up.
This last month has just been going from the bio training down to us being
Shout out, big fat hunk of junk.
We've had multiple police brutality situations, having protests and one get the message out. But I really realized I need to be a part of a positive message. Make sure that doesn't get lost and all the chaos going on. People that actually hear from a reasonable, respectful person who cares about everyone.
a reasonable, respectable person who cares about everyone involved, which leads us to more than
I'm jogging.
it is a beautiful collective of Black
Yo.
athletes and artists. You are a part of that. Talk to me about why that's important for you right now and to be a part of that collective.
To me personally, it's important to be a part of that because I've some point used baseball and my parents as an excuse to not get more involved in local. But I can't any longer use baseball and work as an excuse not to get educated and also to show people like at any moment in time, any moment of life, we can make a difference.
So tell me in your words, what does activism look like for you?
In my words, it looks like LeBron James, the biggest.
We're gonna watch it from up here.
Speaking up and breaking the ice.
From right here.
I think for the first time.
We'll watch it from down here, right here. We're gonna watch it from right here.
White teammates, we have other people speaking up and realizing, okay, this is how we go about doing this. And to me right now, social media, athletes speaking up, entertainers speaking up, like we're trying to do more.
You said something that was so key, because covering sports for so long, I know that it's tough for Black players specifically in Major League Baseball to talk about how they feel. Adam Jones did it in a very eloquent way early on, but there are very few that are vocal. You said you all were afraid. Why use that word?
Man, don't even, dog.
You can afraid because in 2019,
Yeah, how you thought?
30 teams, 25
Look at this fool. That's how a dude that keeps on jumping and going clear down there.
To get to this point, you have to move a certain way. You gotta be careful what you say. You can't overfast.
See, look. Man, this fool took my spot. Oh, that hoe! You a hoe. Get out of my way, Anonymous. You a hoe. Dang, bro. You really gonna do that to a homie while he's live streaming, dog? That's messed up. Yeah, dog. Fuck off.
That is
Hoe.
Be quiet. Be seen.
Oh shit, that's funny. We.
I just feel that is also a socialization that we have as Black folks, especially like you said, if you want to get to the higher level. And for so long, I felt the bubbling right underneath the surface that so many of us who were in whatever position.
This little weird's watching it like this. He said, hey.
So much time making others
Where's the other dude there, yo?
Do you feel that this is the type of movement that is sustainable, or is it just for a time?
Bruh, seriously, you really bought that pack? I wanted that pack. Dang, peely? Really peely. That fool's really peely. Move! Dang! Look at me, dog. Tripping. The heck? Oh, damn, that's messed up, dog. Look, he ain't try to play his respect. That's mean. Look at Mr. Clean with his bald, shiny head. Nah, I'm messing. That's pretty messed up. I'm messing. My bad. That's messed up. Just realized that.
Feeling more comfortable, feeling more safe to share how you feel about social injustice and police brutality. What are you doing right now in this moment with your platform to help change voting
I'm fucking
and how to educate the culture and the community?
I'm messing. You know that I'm messing around. The real homies know that I'm messing around. Don't even cap on that. Don't even.
And try to create a brand to make it something that's not just about the election. It's about people getting educated for years to come, figure out where they go, how different demographics and influence different areas of people. And as a baseball player, as a Black baseball player, I feel like now what we're talking about is find the time to show people that you can use your voice in this profession. You don't have to be afraid. And to me, that can help someone, help a kid grow up. He can see me, he can see other guys that are in the video posts and say, hey, this is what they're standing for. They're speaking up for these things, and it's okay to want to play baseball. It's not lame. It's not something I have to be as afraid of as I was before. So I feel like that's my role. I have a younger brother as well, who's 24, who also plays baseball. So I've got to lead by example. I can't just almost come over here and check this out on TV. when I get asked questions on what do we do to make changes, I'm doing it period to make sure that I take action and get educated myself.
Run, Forrest.
So many people, I feel like in Atlanta, they're on the move, but when we want to try to vote, try and cash a vote.
Talking to my hamster, Lil T.
Yeah.
Nah, but what y'all been doing? Big T squad members, what y'all been doing? Man, screw, oh my God, bro. I'm about to hop up on that thing. Dang. Getting on my way and jump. Hop up on here. Look. Dang, look at you getting on my way. I'll just keep jumping. Can't get on my way now. Look, can't get on my way now. Oh, fricker. Yeah, they can. It's all good. You can still see them.
You try to get off work, then you're like, wait a minute, you start looking at the clock. It's like, no, it's not happening, right?
For real.
People say, hey, I'm going to address this issue right now. I need y'all to stay in line and cash your votes. Keep hanging in there. So, to me, in Georgia, that's what that looks like.
Well, it's interesting that you brought that up because there have been all these images, specifically from Georgia, because that's such a battleground, where you see people, especially when it comes to primaries, doing whatever it takes. This is real life voter suppression that you're talking about. It's been happening for decades.
My bad. I
It's
didn't mean to
not
do
what
that.
you're saying. These examples of sending you your ballot too late after the fact, or shutting down the polls at 6 o'clock while people still are in line. That's a real life issue.
Dang, what I do?
Needs to be some type of
Unplug my TV or something, dog. What the heck?
fair.
How to? Ow!
Idea of voter suppression. Do you think
Ow,
that
dog.
is
That's
really
messed up. That
especially
junk hurt.
with folks, within
The
the
dog
generation,
hurt
your
though.
generation?
Dang. For really trying to hurt me.
Right? I don't think it's spoke on enough. I don't think there's been enough light drawn to it.
Look at the fool really trying to hurt me.
Let people hear about it. Let
Dang,
people
dog.
know what that
Oh,
looks like.
man.
And get more people
I
to say,
really be
okay,
tripping and
look,
drunk.
this is going to happen. We have to respect this. And we can no longer make the excuse. We can't say they didn't warn us.
Jason, everybody knows, or it feels as if everyone knows that the time is now. America's paying attention to us. We have their eyes. We have their ears. If you look toward the future, what are you most excited about
really
in
be
terms of
tripping.
seeing the change?
I'm excited about how fast the word is traveling.
Fool really be tripping.
Right now. The biggest athletes, the biggest
Bro, whatever.
icons, biggest entertainers
Look at him right there.
are doing their part. But I'm also seeing people out there on the streets doing their part.
Dog,
When so
really
many
be
things
tripping.
got lost, they got in the commotion. When it
Hold
comes
on.
to
What the heck?
It's all rioting. It's all people still stood their ground. People still went out.
Should be turning on.
We're doing this for the right reasons. We're going to come together.
There we go.
We're going to use social medias. I feel like this is a new wave of getting things done the right way and just spreading the message.
You're right about that,
There we
and you're
go.
right. People are spreading the word unapologetically.
Yo,
We out here, we doubling down. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Right.
Hey everybody, I am so excited to welcome a friend, a brother, family member, if you will, former colleague, NBA great, sports analyst, philanthropist. He does it all, and he's here to give us his time and his platform to talk about something that is so important, and that is voting. Everybody, welcome Jalen Rose to We the People. Talk to me about how important it is for the people who know you and love you and look up to you. Why is it so important that you use your platform to talk about voting?
Initially, we have to get past the stigma of the mental systemic racism that comes with the presidential race, governors, mayors, senators, judges. We've been conditioned to believe that our vote does not matter. So usually when we looked up at all of those races and people that were running, not only did they not look like us, we didn't believe they were there to represent our best interests. So therefore, as a collective, we didn't mobilize until Barack Obama, and we felt a sense of hope that finally our country is going to do something that we felt would never happen in our lifetime. And I remember being at the inauguration in 2008. I made sure I was there. And we voted in 2016. We didn't vote, Kerry. We didn't vote. And so many people try to make this political. This is not political. Me telling somebody to vote is like telling somebody to pay taxes. So that's one, getting over the stigma of nobody is going to represent our best interest. And then number two, the reality is that the person that gets the most votes doesn't necessarily win the presidency. That's uncomfortable right there, because that's actually what took place in 2016. The Electoral College chose the president. And if you put all of their pictures up, I'm pretty sure they look a lot more like each other than they look like you and I. How about that? And then the third thing, especially in urban environments, oh man, they create barriers for us, Carrie. It's like you got to jump over the fence, you got to run past the dog, you got to jump on the hood of the car. The lines is 5 hours long. You get up to the polling, they don't work. Elderly people working in the city, while they got the young people who understand technology working in the suburbs. Like, these are all systematic things that try to discourage us from voting. And then finally, we don't have a day off to vote. We need to work. So we don't get a day off. It's going to be a full day, and I got to work to pay my bills. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to mail in vote. And you know what you want people to realize, that counts too. So your vote will be counted if you're able to mail it in. So those are a few things that I hope that we can do and mobilize. And shout to LeBron and his team. Shout to you and everybody involved. We will make a difference.
Well, let's talk about more than a vote. There is a Black collective of athletes, of artists coming together and saying voter suppression is a real deal, especially in the Black community. When you just talked about, I got to work, so I can't go vote. And then when we do get in the booth, just in case we don't have to work, do we know who we're voting for? Not only do we have to vote, we got to be educated. And it's not always even about the man who's in office or the woman who's in office for president. It's about your local elections. It's about the people who are your DAs, your state DAs, like the people who actually make change in your community, who will change police brutality, who will make sure that your community is taken care of, who will defund police and hope that they can help you in stopping police brutality. So talk to me about why you decided to be a part of More Than a Vote and what it actually means.
Well, it means a lot to be involved with such an impressive collective, as you mentioned. And I said this multiple times, and I know it can be uncomfortable when I say it, but a lot of times we have to get to the root of the issue before we find the solution. And the quote was, I wish America loved Black people as much as it loves Black culture. And this collective, by the way, represents in a lot of ways what's encouraging, but also sometimes disappointing about our role as Black people in America. Because we were brought here as labor and to entertain. And we use those vehicles to get paid and move to the suburbs and be idols of white kids. And so now that we have this collective, I would say sports and entertainment represent the most powerful group of Black men in the United States. I'm talking about money, power, celebrity, the ability to mobilize, community involvement, their leadership, their intellect. And so to have all of us pull it in the same direction at the same time for anything that we're passionate about is going to be a difference maker, but it's definitely going to be a difference maker in the 2020 vote, because we're going to make sure we inform everybody that they can let their voice be heard, and failure is not an option.
Jalen, what does voter suppression look like to you?
A perfect example took place recently, Carrie, in Kentucky. It was 6 p.m. at night, and so many people were standing in line enthusiastic to vote. And you know what they did? Locked the doors. And you know what the people did? They continued to bang on the doors, continued to bang on the windows. They continued to let it be known they were not going to leave the premises until they got a chance to vote. And you know what ended up happening? They opened those doors and allowed those people to vote. So do not be discouraged. These barriers show you that it matters. and we're here to help you break through them. The same thing with our platforms and voices, Carrie, because you know what's going to happen. At some point, Breonna Taylor is not going to be trending anymore. People are not going to be protesting anymore. But it's still up to us to keep making sure that our voices get heard, and this is one way to do so.
Right, and that is a form of being activated, being an activist. It doesn't have to be protesting. It doesn't have to look like what you think traditionally activism looks like. It's voting. It's that simple.
We now have to understand, like, this is a critical mass moment for this movement to continue to hold up as much steam for as long as possible. And that's what this collection is going to hopefully allow for that situation to happen.
Jalen, in today's age of technology, it should be easier to vote.
No doubt. It's like we call these devices smartphones, but yet I can't vote from them. All of the things that we do in our lives are in our phone. All of these barriers are things that people will need to overcome in order to create a level of enthusiasm to vote. And again, this is not political. It's your right to do so. And there's so many times where you feel like somebody may have gotten done unjustly in your community. Pay attention to who the judges are, who's running for Senate, mayor, governor. Pay attention who's running for president. And let's make sure in 2020 we make a difference.
Why is more than a vote so important and invaluable in our community right now?
Well, because right now, I think we have an opportunity to let our voices be heard louder than ever. Anytime you see the mobilization of white kids holding Black Lives Matter signs, that means there's a breakthrough. Now, what happens with that breakthrough is the next step. You're going to look down in your email, Carrie, you're going to see all of these companies
telling you how they're going to work on their diversity, how they're looking themselves in the mirror. They need to make change. Just like in sports, right? Look on the field, on the court, all those black players. Further you get up, or a ladder, it gets thinner and thinner. And so a lot of people talk about the system being broken. I hate to remind people that it's not broken. It was built this way. And one of our ways to help is to vote. So that's why more than a vote is so very important, so we can make sure everybody participates and gives the opportunity to let their voice be heard.
I think it's interesting because you talked about black men being very powerful in the U.S. if they're athletes and entertainers, because for so long those have been the only avenues traditionally to create wealth. The NBA season comes back. What are your feelings on the season coming back? In the midst of everything that is happening?
I think you'll see players challenging the establishment more. You're going to see them saying, okay, if you have all of these marketing and promotional deals, how many of them are with minorities? How many people are you employing in NBA? What about certain teams? Who do you have as a minority owner? Or what about the candidates that you have for positions of power? NBA players have proven as blacks that they are now movers and shakers in the game. They're now the dog, not the tail. So if they decide not to play, some of the biggest social changes and conversations have taken place in sports that weren't during the game. Colin Kaepernick was before the game. The Ali Summit was a press conference. So they could mobilize if they chose to. But when and if you do play, challenge the league. Black Lives Matter on the jerseys. Continue to make sure that every time people are watching the game, they're also seeing the movement happen.
Jalen, I appreciate you because you are always entertaining and informative at once. I really, truly am looking forward to the NBA season. Thank you for working with More Than a Vote because your voice, your platform, all of it is needed, my friend. Be safe, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I love and appreciate you. One call away always.
Thank you. Love you, brother.
Love you too.
Every conversation that we had today, I hope was helpful for you. I am so grateful to everyone who came on with me to talk about what's going on in our culture and how we need to change. Huge shout out to Jalen Rose, Bun B, Jason Hayward, Yvonne Orgy, and Russ. Their words were inspiring, but also important and invaluable. I hope your phone is full with all the information that we've been able to place in front of you. Again, you need to check out these resources because they are so important, because we want you to vote. That is your voice. It is important. We, the people, want you to vote. So go to morethanavote.org, fairfight.com, and when we all vote.org. Again, thank you so much for joining us and paying attention, because this message, again, is invaluable. I'm Carrie Champion for We the People.
My bad, YouTube. I didn't know it was over. My bad. I had to go do something. That's why I wasn't here talking or moving. That's my bad. Wait, so we can emote now, right? Yeah. Let me just over then. Wow, that's a lot of things. Wow. Is anything gonna come back on though? Found the graffiti monster. He's right here. It's me.
You live right now?
Yeah, I'm about to end it though, cause the thing for the We the People is over. And that's what I was doing. There should be a part 3 coming out.
I was about to watch your live.
Oh no, I'm probably about to end it. So I made a part 1 of We the People, and this is a part 2 that I'm making now. Alright, so peace out YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on all post notifications. And yeah. Stay lit, stay positive, don't let nobody talk you down and stuff. You already know what's up. And you already know 59 brands and Pyru type stuff, bruh. You already know all that gang type stuff. You already know gang since party train. You already know what's up. Like, for real. Stay lit, don't let nobody trash talk you. Don't even let nobody be a dick to you. And stay lit up in this piece, dog. And I'm about to be out, yeah. In 3, 2, 1, I'm out.